Recent documents shed light on Pentagon UFO research August 3, 2019. They are trying to say that the Pentagon's UFO research was not to investigate technology ships superior to Earth's, but rather ships of enemy superpowers. A fallacy. Recent documents shed light on Pentagon UFO research. The hypersonic Boeing X-51 Wavefighter airplane. Details on the Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program (ASAP), sometimes also known as the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program (AATIP), have been leaking in recent years. Although there are many contradictions and misdirections, what we do know is that, thanks in large part to former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid of the state of Nevada, the Defense Intelligence Agency spent tens of millions of dollars a year to study alleged flying objects or unknown air phenomena. In the name of nation security. We also know that Luis Elizondo, the counterintelligence officer and star of the somewhat controversial History Channel series, Unidentified, was somehow involved, although his exact role is not yet clear. While many journalists and UFO scientists pointed to the program as evidence of U.S. government knowledge of extraterrestrial visitation or other oddities, the reality is probably more prosaic. The Defense Intelligence Agency is aware that, like the U.S., other nations are testing new advanced aerospace technologies, including weapons and space vehicles, hypersonic technologies, radical new forms of stealth techniques, and more. ASAP was probably created to determine where the U.S. was racing to test or deploy these technologies and weapons in the field. Case in point, investigative reporter George Knapp has released another document PDF can be downloaded here that clarifies at least some of ASAP's activities. Knapp shared the document Detection and High-Resolution Tracking of Vehicles at Hypersonic Velocities created by Dr. William Culbreth, professor of mechanical engineering at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. It is not clear when the document was written, but Knapp writes that Culbreth had been looking at this challenge for a decade as part of a secret Pentagon program. The document is one of the 38 Defense Intelligence Reference Documents DIRD's OSWAP has produced and explores various methods that could be used to combat hypersonic objects such as next-generation intercontinental ballistic missiles and re-entry weapons. Based on space infrared systems, LiDAR technologies, seismography and even infrared detection methods are discussed in the paper as possible detection and tracking methods for these state-of-the-art weapons and vehicles that China, Russia and the United States are currently developing. According to the Silva Record website, the document was produced by Bigelow Aerospace's Advanced Space Studies program and submitted to OSWAP as part of a Pentagon contract signed by Bigelow. An interesting section of the paper states that aircraft technology changes will create the need for new detection and tracking techniques, and lists 5 categories of objects capable of hypersonic speeds: space debris, re-entry craft, meteors, missiles, and hypersonic aircraft. Apparently Culbreth's research even included strange topics. Culbreth told Knapp in an interview, "We looked at the technology people imagined, which included chemical rockets, nuclear fission rockets, nuclear fusion rockets, antimatter, and even the possible use of rotating black holes to create propulsion systems. It all seemed very clear." Now, at CERN, European Organization for Nuclear Research, people are putting antimatter and anti-hydrogen in small bottles. And antimatter is an extremely dense energy. So, we are getting there. Recent documents shed light on Pentagon UFO research when images of 2 theoretical patented Navy hypersonic aircraft. Ultimately, the document is far from proof of anything, but it adds more context to the ongoing revelations around AATIP/ASAP and the mysterious objects detected by Navy pilots at meetings that attracted the attention of U.S. Congress members. Was this obscure program designed exclusively to move ahead of the next generation of aerospace weapons and technologies, or could there be more in history, as many observers suspect?